Okay, so here is our form for impulse, and here's our objective. I want to quantify impulse and its relationship to change and momentum. You're going to see this QR code. This should um, allow you to bring up the notes. You can either click on that note for the notes link. All right, and all right, best thing to do with impulse is to think about different uh, scenarios. Let's say I've got a truck and it's going through a haystack and a truck in a wall. All right. Both of these things have the potential to stop the truck. Let's assume the truck is traveling at the same speed in each scenario. So the truck's going to go really deep into the haystack. It would need to be a pretty big haystack. All right. So it would go far into it. Where here, it would just crash. It would be really quick. All right. So this is showing you what impulse is. Impulse is a quantity to how like of change in momentum, and it depends upon two variables. In the haystack, it takes a lot of time. It's a small force. Little force, big time. This is a big force and little time if this was a wall. Okay? A wall, big force, little time, it's like boom. Whereas a haystack is a little force and a big time. All right? So impulse then is proportional to two things: force and time. Not proportional, but depends upon two things: force and time. And impulse is your change in momentum. That's your P final minus your P initial. All right? Equals your impulse. Now, this is all equal to your force times your time. Okay? Now, let's think about another example. If you had a boxing glove, all right, when this person gets hit, if they're moving away from the glove, they're going to lengthen the amount of time that they get hit by, meaning the time is going to increase. All right? Because if they're like kind of moving back away from it, the time that the hand hits the face, that time goes up. Therefore, the force is going to go down, or the force is going to be small. However, in the second scenario, if they're moving at the glove, the amount of time that they meet is going to be less. So the time's going to go down and the force would go up. So this is why you'd want to be moving away, because it's going to hurt a lot less if you're moving away from the boxing glove than if you're moving towards it. All right? Now, the impulse in each scenario is the same. However, in the top scenario, it's a long time, small force, and in the bottom scenario, it's a big force and a little time. So smaller force, more time, big force, less time. All right. Now, this is why or how karate people can like chop karate people who practice karate can chop through lots of bricks because their impulse or their force is applied big force, very little time, all right, creates a huge change in momentum and can therefore break these bricks, all right, because they're contacting the the blocks for a very brief amount of time and therefore delivering a large force. Okay, so that's what impulse is all about.